Namaste, lovely souls, and welcome back to Artist at Living. The great Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." These timeless words hold deep wisdom. Today, we begin a journey inspired by Buddha's teachings to uncover 10 things you should quietly remove from your life. Each lesson will guide us toward inner peace and enlightenment, drawing from Buddha's profound insights. Let's begin with the first lesson. 1. Stop explaining yourself to those who cause you pain. It's natural to feel the need to explain your actions or emotions when someone has hurt you, but this habit can often lead to more suffering. Buddha wisely said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." This means the anger and pain you carry while trying to justify yourself can end up harming you more than anyone else. Letting go of the need to explain yourself to those who have hurt you frees you from the emotional weight of seeking their validation or understanding. This doesn't mean you should ignore your feelings or avoid healthy communication in relationships. Instead, it's about realizing that some people might never understand your perspective or be open to change. Focus on your healing and personal growth. Seek peace and understanding within yourself rather than relying on others for validation. By doing this, you prioritize your well-being and emotional health, understanding that your peace of mind doesn't depend on the approval of those who have caused you pain. 2. Avoid oversharing, the end of relationships. When relationships end, it's natural to feel the urge to talk about what happened. However, Buddha wisely said, "Speak only endearing speech, speech that is welcomed, speech that brings no harm. Such speech is a joy to hear." This teaches us to respect the privacy of past relationships and avoid gossiping about their end. Breakups can be emotional and difficult for everyone involved. Sharing too many personal details or speaking negatively about the other person often leads to more pain, not just for them, but for you as well. Before you speak, ask yourself, is what I'm about to say necessary or helpful? If it only spreads negativity or harm, it's better left unsaid. By maintaining discretion and respecting boundaries, you protect your own dignity and promote kindness in your social circles. Sometimes, silence is the most respectful and powerful response. It allows you to move forward gracefully while fostering harmony in your relationships and life. 3. Let go of unnecessary goals. Buddha once said, "The trouble is, you think you have time." These words remind us of life's fleeting nature and the value of every moment we are given. Yet, we often waste this precious time chasing goals that don't truly matter. Think of your life as a collection of priceless moments. How often do we spend these moments pursuing things that society expects of us or goals that don't align with our true values? These unnecessary goals could include materialistic desires or trivial ambitions that don't bring real fulfillment. Buddha's wisdom invites us to reflect deeply on our priorities. Take time to evaluate your aspirations. Do they resonate with your authentic self? Do they align with your values and contribute to your growth or the well-being of others? By letting go of goals that are superficial or unimportant, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and distraction. This allows us to focus on what truly matters: our personal growth, meaningful relationships, and purposeful living. Cherish each moment as a unique and irreplaceable gift. When you focus your energy on what truly matters, you craft a life filled with purpose and joy. Let's honor this timeless teaching by being mindful of how we spend our time, pursuing only those goals that bring true meaning and fulfillment. 4. Avoid raising your voice. During anger or frustration, imagine a moment when frustration or anger takes over. You feel the urge to raise your voice, maybe to assert yourself or release the tension building inside. While this reaction may feel natural, Buddha's wisdom offers a different perspective. He compared holding on to anger to grasping a hot coal with the intention of throwing it at someone. The truth is, you're the one who gets burned first. This analogy highlights how anger not only affects others, but causes even greater harm to yourself. When you raise your voice out of anger, it often leads to a negative cycle. It can escalate the situation, making it harder to resolve the issue. It can damage your relationships, as yelling can hurt feelings and create emotional distance. Most importantly, it impacts your mental and emotional well-being, leaving you stressed, anxious, and unsettled. So, what's the alternative? Buddha encourages us to practice patience and calmness. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but recognizing and acknowledging them without letting them control you. When you take a step back and allow yourself to cool down, you gain clarity. This calm state of mind helps you approach the problem constructively and find better solutions. It also strengthens your relationships by fostering understanding and harmony. True strength lies in mastering your emotions rather than letting them control you. The next time you feel anger rising within, remember Buddha's wisdom. Choose patience and calmness. By doing so, you'll avoid unnecessary pain and create more peaceful, fulfilling interactions with others. Fifth, stop constantly comparing yourself to others. Buddha warned us about the harm caused by comparing ourselves to others, noting that this habit often leads to jealousy and insecurity. When we constantly measure ourselves against others, we plant seeds of self-doubt and negative emotions. Comparisons shift our focus away from our unique qualities, talents, and strengths. Instead, we fixate on what others have achieved, making us feel inadequate. This cycle of comparison can erode self-esteem, leaving us feeling less capable and undervalued. To follow Buddha's advice, we need to embrace our individuality. Every person's journey is unique, shaped by their experiences, circumstances, and choices. By celebrating our own strengths and achievements, we can build self-acceptance and contentment. Avoiding constant comparisons also helps us cultivate a healthier mindset. Rather than dwelling on others' successes, we can focus on self-improvement and personal growth, working towards goals that align with our own values and aspirations. Buddha's lesson encourages us to appreciate our own path and recognize its uniqueness. By letting go of comparison, we open ourselves to greater self-worth, inner peace, and the freedom to live an authentic, fulfilling life. 6. Be mindful of your social media. Use Buddha's words, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become," are incredibly relevant in today's digital world, especially when it comes to social media. It's easy to fall into the trap of mindless scrolling, spending hours on content that doesn't enrich our lives or foster genuine connections. Instead of enhancing our well-being, social media often becomes a source of distraction and unhealthy comparison. To live intentionally, we must approach social media with mindfulness. This means consuming consciously. Focus on positive and uplifting content that adds value to your life. Engaging meaningfully. Interact with others in ways that foster genuine connections and meaningful conversations. Sharing wisely. Post content that reflects your values and inspires others. Ask yourself if the time you spend on social media is helping you grow or simply serving as a distraction. By using social platforms intentionally, you can ensure your digital presence aligns with your aspirations and values. Remember, your thoughts shape your reality. Mindful use of social media allows you to cultivate positivity, improve well-being, and stay true to the path of personal growth. 7. Let go of the pursuit of external validation. Many of us seek approval from others to feel worthy or confident. However, Buddha reminds us with his wise words, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." This teaches us that our self-worth should come from within, not from others' opinions or judgments. Imagine a life where you prioritize self-love and acceptance over external validation. Recognize that you are inherently valuable just as you are, without needing constant praise or approval. This doesn't mean you shouldn't appreciate recognition from others. Instead, it means not basing your entire self-esteem on it. By focusing on self-love, you create a stronger foundation of confidence and happiness that isn't dependent on outside influences. Nurture your relationship with yourself, as it's the most important one you'll ever have. Let go of the need for constant validation and embrace the power of inner confidence. In doing so, you'll discover a deeper and more lasting sense of contentment and self-assurance. 8. Embrace progress over perfection. Buddha shared profound wisdom when he said, "There is no perfection in this world, only striving for it." This teaching reminds us that perfection is an illusion, and imperfections are an essential part of being human. In a world that often glorifies flawlessness, perfectionism can feel like a double-edged sword. While it may push us to set high standards, it often leads to relentless self-criticism, anxiety, and frustration. Buddha's lesson encourages us to let go of the chase for unattainable perfection and to embrace our flaws as part of our humanity. When we shift our perspective, we free ourselves from self-doubt and unrealistic expectations. Learn to appreciate the beauty in our imperfections. Focus on progress and growth rather than flawless results. This mindset empowers us to set meaningful goals, work diligently toward them, and celebrate the journey of self-improvement. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. The key to fulfillment lies not in chasing perfection, but in accepting and learning from our imperfections. Embrace them as opportunities for growth, and you'll find a deeper sense of contentment and self-compassion. 9. Let go of unrealistic expectations. Buddha's teaching, "The root of suffering is attachment," offers profound insight into the harm caused by holding on to unrealistic expectations. These expectations often arise from attachment, an insistence on how things should be rather than accepting them as they are. When we set impossibly high standards for ourselves, our relationships, or our achievements, we emotionally tie our happiness to these ideals. But when reality doesn't align with these expectations, frustration and disappointment follow. Letting go of unrealistic expectations doesn't mean abandoning goals or dreams. Instead, it invites us to approach life with flexibility and acceptance. By releasing rigid ideals, we can embrace the present moment, appreciate our progress, and find joy in the journey rather than fixating solely on the destination. This mindset shift helps us break free from the constant cycle of craving and dissatisfaction. It fosters mindfulness, allowing us to savor life as it unfolds, imperfections and all. By embracing this lesson, we can cultivate a deeper sense of contentment and live authentically in the beauty of the present. 10. Avoid the harmful effects of gossip. Buddha wisely advised, "Do not speak unless it improves on silence." This teaching reminds us to consider the impact of our words on our relationships and the environment around us. Gossip, the act of spreading rumors or discussing others without their knowledge, may seem harmless, but it can cause significant harm. It can damage trust, create misunderstandings, and sow discord among individuals. Engaging in gossip fuels negativity and contributes to a toxic atmosphere. To follow Buddha's guidance, we should pause and reflect on whether our words add value or simply disrupt peace. Instead of gossiping, we can focus on uplifting and meaningful conversations. Practicing mindful communication involves listening actively, empathizing with others, and speaking with kindness and authenticity. By refraining from gossip and choosing more constructive dialogue, we build trust, strengthen relationships, and create a more positive environment. Silence becomes a space for thoughtful and compassionate interaction, rather than a void filled with negativity. In conclusion, as we wrap up these 10 lessons inspired by Buddha's teachings, remember that the path to inner peace and happiness is a personal journey. By consciously working to let go of the harmful habits we've discussed, you can create a more fulfilling and harmonious life. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. It truly supports our channel Artist at Living. Don't forget to subscribe for more content designed to inspire and uplift your well-being. We'd love to hear your thoughts, reflections, and personal experiences in the comments section below. Lastly, activate the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to exploring more paths to inner peace together. Thank you.